we're going to jump over to the United States, where it has been announced that Chris Wray, head of the FBI, has decided to step down. And this seems like he's stepping down in anticipation of, further investigation into how the FBI has been operating. I don't necessarily dislike Chris Wray. He has reported to Congress, and he seems to have been trying to make us aware of certain things over the past. But with Trump and his administration wanting potentially to have KASH Patel in, we have this video here, which Elon Musk posted. And it's a very good video of KASH talking about the Epstein list. And I'm excited to see the potential of KASH Patel becoming FBI director. This could be very, very interesting. Very interesting, especially with people like Jay-Z being investigated now, who I've just always known. I've always known that guy. You don't go like this on stage all the time without being some type of crooked. Same with his wife. She's up there doing the all-seeing eye. I mean, these are some sinister people. So let's have a listen to this video here from, I can't remember the name of this podcast that he's on, but let's have.
I'm not saying it's not there. Who are you going to get that?
For instance, who is currently holding, this is way off the topic, but who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book.
FBI.
But who? That is, I mean, there's...
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI. Just like the manifesto from the Nashville school shooting of the Catholic school.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen that, right? It's not the Nashville police or PD saying we don't want this out. The FBI airmailed into that operation and said this is not getting out. Because they do that because this is another government gangster operation. All these local law enforcement communities get funding from the DOJ and FBI for local programs. And if you don't cooperate, you're not getting your $1 million for this, and you're not getting and that's a lot of money to these local districts. That's how they play the game.
It's the same thing with Epstein's list. It's like, what the hell are these Republicans doing? Oh, I saw you give out the list.
I saw you make news this morning about that. I got to get to that. Yeah. You say that the FBI has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list. You don't think that Bill Gates is lobbying Congress night and day to prevent the disclosure of that list? And why is it that the Senate, and good for Senator Blackburn to try to get it out, but then Dick Durbin comes over the top and says, no, we're not going to release the names. I don't care about the list itself, but if release the names, right? What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? You're going to accept Dick Durbin's word, or whoever that guy is, as to who is on that list and who isn't, and that it can and can't be released? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are. We have an election coming up, and we need to adjudicate this matter at the polls. God knows the FBI and DOJ aren't going to do anything. But how are you going to reward the FBI with a new headquarters building after their illegal surveillance on Donald Trump continues with a reauthorization of FISA, and we can't even get basic documents out? This is why America hates Congress. And this is why I'm tired of the Republican majority saying they're going to get the job done and failing.
Yeah, this is pretty concerning stuff, because now you also have reports coming out of New Jersey that they're being stalked by drones from Iran, which, is pretty concerning. I don't know necessarily if it's actually Iran. Some people believe it's the CIA. Again, no way to actually officially know. But this is also pretty concerning. You've got, it says here, China's military is using drones disguised as birds. Meanwhile, our military is trying to find a new way to include 5 extra genders into the next required HR training. But I don't know anything about that yet. But let's have a look at these drones. I mean, look at that. That is wild.
它的作用是现在呢看到的是防声两在空中呢进行 这个我们前方的区域。
That is wild. You know, there was a movie.
特点和真的
I can't remember which movie it was off the top of my head, but there was a movie where the character was saying something along the lines of, "Oh, they're using birds as drones," and it was all considered like that. You're crazy, and here we are. I mean, it's not hard to believe that this is sort of the technological advanced position our society has come to now. But man, that's some pretty concerning stuff. Like I said, you've got Tim Pool reporting on Fox News here saying they've got these drones flying over New Jersey. Congressman Jeff Van Drew claims Iran has stationed a mothership off the U.S. East Coast, reportedly launching drones now flying over New Jersey. I won't play the video because it's a little bit long, and that's basically all they talk about. But yeah, and then, you know, now you've got the FBI who is pardoned, or not the FBI, you've got Biden who has decided to pardon 39 pardons, commutes 1,500 sentences in largest single day grant of clemency. And on top of that, now all of a sudden, some ex-FBI informant accused of lying about Biden agrees to plead guilty. So let's see here. It says, Washington, a former FBI informant accused of falsely claiming that Joe Biden and his son Hunter accepted bribes, has agreed to plead guilty to federal charges according to court papers filed Thursday. As part of the plea deal with Justice Department Special Counsel David Weiss, Alexander Smirnov will admit he fabricated that story that became essential to the Republican impeachment inquiry in Congress. The plea agreement comes just weeks after prosecutors filed new tax evasion charges against Smirnov. The two sides will recommend a sentence of at least 2 years behind bars and no more than 6 years according to the agreement. So he's taking a plea deal to basically say, oh, yeah, okay, fine, that was false. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like the Biden administration, before they get out of office, is going to force this guy with a good deal to, and they went after him for tax evasion, which is what they do when they can't find somebody for real crimes. They go after them for tax evasion. That's how they got Al Capone. You know, that's what they do. And they've tried all that shit with Trump, with the real estate stuff. They knew that they couldn't get him on anything real, so they went after him for things that everybody does. Everybody does it. Yeah, I want Kash Patel in. I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see the kind of stuff that gets dug up and proven to the people. But you got to wonder, will they let it happen? Is Kash Patel in danger? Is his life in danger? I mean, who knows? These people, this is what they do. They make sure and they find ways to prevent people from doing what is right and necessary.